American foreign policy for decades has done Israel's bidding. Not automatically, not immediately, but at least eventually. The United States has gone to war or supported wars on behalf of Netanyahu for 30 years. The Iraq War, the overthrow of the Syrian government, the war in Libya, Israel's invasion of Lebanon, the wars that the U.S. supported in Sudan and in Somalia, and now the new war in Iran. These have been on Netanyahu's checklist all along.
I think it's quite amazing with President Trump, sending out a tweet saying, congratulating the U.S. military, great job, guys. We've done the job. We've successfully bombed Iran. Now's the time for peace. And it's just amazing that could go out in the same message. We're bombing somebody, but it's now time for peace. And I want to talk a little bit specifically about Iran. Of course, Donald Trump has said, okay, now their nuclear facility's been completely destroyed. There's zero chance. It's done. It's over. But there's also new reports coming out that essentially these bombs just hit the entrance of the facility. This nuclear matter, everything that was in this facility was already moved away months ago. So it's really a nothing burger. Almost, this doesn't actually, just really for show. Do you have any insights into, were these strikes did they actually harm Iran at all? Did it actually stop this nuclear program from Iran?
I have absolutely no inside knowledge or technical insight, but I have a lot of experience, which is that claims like this are ridiculous. The idea that Iran just sat around and waited for these well-announced strikes to occur is fatuous. We already heard from President Putin that there are many sites around Iran that are engaged in their nuclear operations, and that's no doubt true.
Professor, I wanted to ask you a question about Iran and its position in the Middle East. And we've always heard that Iran is the aggressor. And for example, Israel had to launch this attack against Iran because it was in danger. But can you let us know what's missing from this picture? I mean, what do more Americans and Westerners need to understand about Iran's role in the region and what they were doing and everything that's going on there?
Of course, this is a long and rich story because Iran is a civilization of 5,000 years. It's one of the great civilizations in the world. It was the first great empire of the ancient world at large scale. Interestingly, in the Hebrew Bible, it is the Persian leader Cyrus who is called the Messiah of the Jewish people because actually going back to the 6th century BC, it is the Persian Shah of Shahs, Cyrus, who rescues the Jewish people or the Jewish leaders from their captivity by the Babylonians and enable them to return to rebuild the Temple of Jerusalem.
سرچ مدیا